Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're going to be doing a campaign push. So as you can see, I am into chapter 26. First thing I did want to look at though was the Elder Tree. So I went through a couple different comps. The best one that I found that worked for me is going 5 levels at a time through the Elder Tree. So actually getting the Ranger to 15. So I did 5, 10, and 15. Then I moved to the Support Tree, got that up to level 10. Then I focused on the Mage Tree, I think the Caster Tree, and then the Tank Tree. So looking at some of the abilities, the middle tree, which I believe is the Warrior class, I think that's what it is in the middle. I don't run any of the heroes that are in there, so I'm not even going to do anything with that tree. So right now I'm looking at getting the Support Tree up to 15, and then I'll continue with the Mage Tree and the Tank Tree. So let's go ahead and we'll push a little bit in the campaign. First stage that I had a lot of trouble with is this one right here, which was 26-12, super hard. I know Pirate, this is where you're stuck, so hopefully it helps a little bit. So I actually used Fawkes up top to kind of counter Athalia because of his the dodge ability, as well as it did take quite a few tries. Nara was the big key one to winning this one because Nara took out Arden. So once Nara could kind of CC Arden over on the side, we did eventually get the win. As you can see, she's pulling a bunch of different heroes. And Nara at this point has a very low signature item, so she's super effective, but we finished 26-12. So pushing into the next stage, again, I kept Nara in there and using her for the CC aspect. So if she can pull Namora out of this equation, does the stun there, does some of the CD or CC, actually just impales her right back. We get a quick shield, and she almost took her completely out. Did the stun there again. So Namora goes down right there in the bottom. So Nara completely killed Namora before she had a chance to do anything. She did an impale, did her stun. She was knocked back enough. She did another impale. She brings another hero there over the impale. But she was able to actually nullify everything that Namora did, so she didn't get a heal off, which is the big point of the burst class for Nara. Very excited. And even here, with the tree running the double Rangers, I usually don't have Nara in. I usually have Ferel in. So this was just a little bit of a change up, and I did it because of the CC classes. So looking at this one, again, we're going to pull the AoE damage, which is, I believe, is Morvis, which is a Lightbringer. Does quite a bit of damage to their stuns. See, the AoE damage is what just took out Belinda. That's where I was trying to nullify everything with him. Rowan does his little ult, Dazzle, which stuns 3 of the 4 enemies that were there. So pretty cool. Unfortunately, that one's a defeat. So this is where we actually go back to our regular team comp. So with this running double Ranger and having the Ranger ability at the 15 in the Elder Tree actually does a lot more damage. So if you see the little sword that kind of appears above a few heads, that is the ability going off. Right there, the support class shielded Lucius. You'll actually see it's a little blue sword that pops up right there. It was on the very top. But you'll see it a couple times. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4. That sword is doing a lot of damage as it's coming down to these enemies from the Elder Tree. So very cool to see. I like the addition of the Elder Tree and the ability to change the specs, which this one is going to be close. It's going to be stun to him. And if there's that little blue sword again. Oh, unfortunately we didn't get it, so we'll give it a couple more tries. All right, so we finished that stage, 26-14. I'll show you exactly how I did it. Same team comp, except I have Rowan up front. He is really strong at tanking because if there's a burst class, he actually goes immune. He'll trade his energy off versus taking more damage. So he has kind of an offset, plus his ultimate ability stuns. So there we actually just destroyed that stage. So 26-15, Brutus is pretty solid at this stage if you're using him for the immunity, but I love using Fawkes just because he can clear out a shield. And look at the stun there. Angolas cleared his shield, got her own shield up, And the Belinda Ferel combo just takes them down. If you're not using Ferel, I don't know any endgame players that are not using him just because of his little 3-second horrify. The stun that he does is just so overpowered. And then you couple him with doing a ton of damage. He nerfs energy, as well as with the Ranger tree, he's doing more damage, which it's kind of crazy. He is definitely an endgame hero. A lot of people asked who I replaced Shamira with. Shamira was replaced with Belinda or Ferel, one and the same. So if you've seen there, Sophia just took out all 5 of my heroes with one shot. So I think as long as we can keep her in the coffin, we should be pretty good on this one. So we get an early shield, and there is the Horrify. And Fawkes is super strong as well, so running actually double CC. If you've looked at some of the campaign or seen some of the videos on the later chapters, a lot of people are running 2 CCs, 3 CCs, 4 CCs. I even seen Evil's just completed, I believe, chapter 29, running 5 CC classes. The only way you can kind of work the enemy down while keeping them CC'd for most of the battle. Let's go through here. It's a pretty random comp with Thorin. Thorin does a lot of burst damage, but this should be a pretty easy campaign stage. And having Rowan up front, as you can see, he stunned the first 2 back line. That gives enough survivability for not only heroes to use potions, it gives him the ability for Lucius to either shield him or heal him, which makes a big difference in the survivability. So this is a very solid team comp. Essentially, you could probably swap out Belinda for Shamira, but the big thing with Belinda is she buffs the attack rating. So there, every battle, if you've paid attention, she's buffing herself and she's buffing Fawkes. Well, Fawkes has the ability to increase his haste, and now you combine it with the Elder Tree. He does a lot more damage with the Elder Tree. So not only does he have CC, he buffs his haste, he does reduce the attack of enemies, and he has the coffin ability. It's just kind of crazy when you look at all of his abilities together. He is a super solid class as well. Instantly turning a 5v5 versus to a 5v4. And we are just getting destroyed in this stage. But we'll go ahead and swap him down there. And some of it's because of Rowan dying kind of right off the bat, as you can see there. But we got a lucky shield off there. And then the stun, so we stun Ferel, we stun Naru. And the ult almost took out Thorin, so as long as we can get Veden down. Veden is always the one that is super difficult to kill just because of his ability, which, again, right before we got him, he went back to bat form. All right, so we'll give this a couple more tries. All right, so we finished that stage, 26-18. So pushing a little more progression here. And again, Veden was the one to really kill here. But there, Rowan does shield himself, and then he stuns Veden, which is good. All the enemies are stacked up there on Lucius in the back. And now we just have to take out Veden. So hopefully, and there's the AoE, takes down Thorin, takes down Veden. And that's it, takes down Ferel. It was a very good victory there. So this one, the team comp's kind of difficult because you're dealing with Sylvana and Veden and Ferel with Grezel's minions. So this is one of the battles that are kind of situational because if Grezel's pulling up too many minions, you actually get overwhelmed. A lot of your DPS will start attacking the back line to take out the minions versus doing any actual damage to the heroes. As you can see there, didn't even get any of the minions up. So that was a very easy stage there. 26-20 as we continue to progress. And it's not that often that I really push progression through the campaign. Just with all the accounts and everything going on, a lot of times I sit at a campaign stage for quite a while. But I do like the progression. I do want to try once or twice a week at least pushing some progression. And if you've seen right there, Rowan just stunned everyone while Ferel stunned him. So even if they were coming out of a stun, Ferel can actually stun. Rowan stuns, then Ferel stuns, then Rowan stuns. It kind of just goes hand in hand as long as I can keep both of them up. You can almost keep a lot of heroes stun locked, as well as the coffin ability. As you can see, Shamira missed almost the entire fight, and when she did come out of the coffin, she was stunned. So a very, very solid team comp. There's our $50 offer. So keep pushing. 26 I believe 21. I think this is 21. And when you get a lot of the ununique heroes, I'm not sure, the common heroes, it's usually a pretty easy stage. Like, I think this stage is going to be pretty easy. We have Rain and we have Tassie. But the rest of the lower NPCs, even though they jack up their ascension level, their stats and hit points, it's usually a pretty easy stage. Yep, we got this one. So we just have Angelo left. And that was an easy stage. Now we'll get on to some more difficult ones. 26-22. Now, see, this is a more difficult one because we have to have Rowan survive at least a little bit. So we get a shield there. Hopefully we can take down Astrilda pretty quick, which there we got a perfect stun. So Rowan actually stunned Namora and stunned Ferel, and then as soon as it was done, Fawkes put him right back into a coffin so we can focus our damage on the back line, just absolutely destroying the back line. A lot of people don't use Rowan up front to tank, but super solid tank, especially when you're getting his signature item up. His survivability is good because if he's taking the burst damage and that stun. Of course, it's great to do the energy regen when your team catches it, but in this game, the stuns and the CCs really win the campaign battles. As you can see, all the little green leaves that are appearing, because they actually show up on Fawkes and Ferael at the same time, as well as the little daggers that are flying everywhere to do a little bit more damage, because once they hit 50%, you'll actually see that little dagger appear, which is adding a little more damage. And I can't imagine, I mean, having the Ranger spec to 15 right now, just like the signature items, when it gets up to 20, 25, 30, it'll just be doing that much more burst damage as they're burning targets down. Couple that with the signature item, just a lot more damage. And I've even seen a lot of people who run 2 or 3 supports, or rather running like Rowan with the twins or a couple support classes with 3 Rangers. So actually looking at the Wilder account that I use, I have Eron, who is my main tank, which is in the middle, so the Ranger class, and then I have Leica, which is a Ranger. So it's very, very solid. I believe I only have 3 of the 4 classes in that one. But increases the damage that Eron does, increase the damage that Leica does. Not only stats, skills, percentages, but also gives them the special abilities. So if you're looking for any class, always level them up in 5s. If you can, just because you'll have, it's that much easier. Especially here, I've noticed that I leveled up the Elder Tree for Lucius to 5. Once he got to 5, it seemed like survivability is not so much of an issue anymore. If you've looked, I don't think, there might not have been any battles where he went down, but there's the big heal. As you see, it's 30,000 hit points every second because it's based on his hit points. So that is a huge heal. But with that heal, it gives him enough time to drink the potions that Rowan has. So it's kind of twofold. Not only does he heal himself, he shields himself, and there's the big heal again, doing 28k. It gave him the ability to just stand there, unfortunately rooted, but still gave him the survivability to last quite a bit longer in the battle, because he does have that level 5 ability in the Elder Tree. And this is same with the support classes with Rowan and his ability to keep the team up quite a bit longer because he adds the little blue shield, which I'm trying to look for the little blue shield. But there's Lucius and his heals. There's a little blue shield around Rowan right now. that is his ability that he does at level 5. And a lot of the damage and a lot of the mitigation. And there's Lucius's heal again. So even some heroes, like Grizzled with his 10% heal, I think coupling him with the Elder Tree, he's going to be super difficult to kill just because of he has his own heal. Even here, this is going to be a tough team comp. This might be another one to bring in Nara because we just got destroyed in that one. But that'll sum it up for the campaign push, 26-28, so super excited. Let me know where you guys are in the campaign. And as always, thank you guys for watching.